Hello everyone. We bring you, we are back with the Business Law Society's new interview series. Today is our first episode of the new interview series done by the Business Law Society. I am Senila Suryarachi, the treasurer of the Business Law Society. Today we are here to talk about a topic which is going on the society, which is women empowerment. When we were thinking about this topic, the first woman who came to our mind was someone who is been loved at the NSBM Green University. And she is the one who is leading the largest student population of the university. As you all know, she is none other than anyone else, our very own Dean Madam Thilini De Silva. We warmly welcome you this evening. Miss, so how are you doing, Miss?
Thank you, Senila, for giving me this opportunity to speak about women empowerment in a time where it is very essential to talk about empowerment in general. And I think I'm doing good.
So, shall we start with our questions first?
Yes, please.
So, Miss, how do you balance your job with your family life, volunteer life, and other curricular activities you are doing? This? Are there any specific ideas that you can give to our young generation?
Well, I think I have a very good practice of balancing many activities that I do in my life from childhood. I think even when I went to the preschool, I've been a part of many activities there, and then when I started schooling, I was not a person only was at the classroom, but I just went beyond that. I was into music, dancing, and also later on in the school level, I joined so many societies, and then girl guiding, and also very importantly the school's senior brass band. And so then I think I got this practice even at the level of school that while doing my studies, I've been able to handle so many tasks at my hand, and I've been very fortunate to get so many leadership roles even as a school girl, as the band leader, as a senior prefect, as a class monitor. So I think all these different roles that I played with so many tasks at my hand from a very young age has supported me to balance all the work that I do today. And then even in the university, I've been that kind of undergraduate. And then when I started my career, yes, I was recruited to NSBM Green University as a junior lecturer. But then again, I've been given with so many administrative tasks as a course coordinator, and then I was the secretary of the University Welfare Society from the beginning. And then when you evolve in life, your life gets more tasks, and then you become a girlfriend, a wife, and then you are a mother, and then always you are a daughter to your family, a sister, you are a friend. And then you have your own time for yourself, you have your hobbies, you have certain things that you are passionate about and what you want to do. So I think so far I've been able to manage the things in a reasonable way, I would say, and I'm working hard for it. And sometimes you feel like you are exhausted and you feel like you are consumed. But if you are doing the things that you really like and love, I think you can balance all that. It's a matter of your prioritizing what is important to you, and I think it's a matter of you truly do what you love in your life. And see, there can be certain times, certain phases that you need to give the priority to certain things than other things. So I think I've been practicing it also. So I think so far I've been good, but I think with time I'll be even better.
Is there someone who you are inspired of? Is there a role model for you?
I think any girl, if you ask this question, would say that you are inspired by your mother. Yes, I am. I am inspired by mother. My inspiration, how it comes from my mother is, I know that she's really brave and she's really multitasking, and she's really fast in any of the activities given to her. And whatever she does it with a lot of passion. I mean, even if she's at the garden planting some plants, and if she's cooking in the kitchen cooking, and even if she's cleaning the house, whatever the task that she does, she takes it really serious. Sometimes she's too serious and furious and we get scared of, but I think it's a very good quality. And she's been very brave. As a family, we have faced so many ups and downs, but she was always there like a strong pillar to all of us, taking care of us, taking care of our education, and here we are today. And I think she is truly an inspiration. But as I told, a mother, I mean, for any girl, a mother is normally an inspiration. So does for me. But coming to the context that we are living today in the modern world, I think I'm really inspired by this very good actor, Deepika Padukone, because I am a person who likes movies, and I've been watching movies since I was a child, and then I really liked the Bollywood movies, and then when I first saw her in a movie, I really liked her. I think it was, I don't know, maybe back in 2008, because she's my age also, and then since then, I've seen her evolving as a person and conquering the world, and then I've been, telling to myself, oh my God, look at this woman, and she's doing brilliant, and she's really good at her craft, what she does mainly, and then she's going to places where sometimes you can't even imagine, and she is looking at some social aspects like, depression, and she's working for those kind of things. And I think over the years, I've considered her as an inspiration because she's amazing and she does so many things where even we cannot think about at times. And I think it's really inspiring.
What is the role of a woman in leadership in the business sectors?
I think when it comes to the business sector, it doesn't matter whether you are a woman or a man. Okay, I think when you are a leader, not only even in the business sector, even if it is in another sector or wherever, even if it is a country, in a small community, even in your village, even in a business corporation or a school or anywhere, when you are the leader, despite of you being a man or a woman, you need to have certain qualities of a leader. You need to be not like all of us can be charismatic, but all of us can be really responsible of our positions. And when you are given with positions, I mean, because we are talking about a setup of a business organization, your leadership you get with the position, you get that legal power with the position. But with that legal power, if you want to become a true leader for that organization, someone who actually creates a difference in the organization, I think you need to use your different power. I think you need to use your expert power, and I think that is where your charisma, your personality is very important. The way you handle yourself. So I think despite of being a man or a woman, if you are given with the position, you need to pursue very important leadership characteristics and leadership traits to be successful and to honestly do something to the organization that you work for.
So most of the time, we have seen Sri Lanka, a number of women are discouraged from entering the workforce. According to your view, what is the main reason for that?
We are a South Asian country. We are a patriarchal society. In our society, I mean, for the longest time, the belief is that the man should be the breadwinner of the family and the woman should be the caretaker of the family, the nurturer of the family. And even to date, I don't think that role of woman has to change. Yes, truly, a woman is a caretaker, a nurturer. But beyond that, a woman also can go a very long way. But fortunately, I think in a country like ours, the things have changed a lot. Though we are a patriarchal society, when compared to many communities and cultures in the world, a woman in a family, a woman in a society, in Sri Lanka, we've been always having that respect for women. I mean, I've been seeing it from the childhood. But being a girl in a family of two boys, sometimes I felt like certain things were not really reasonable. Say, for example, things like my mom would give the food to the hands of my two brothers, whereas sometimes she would want me to go to the kitchen and get my stuff for myself. Maybe that kind of thing's been a real unfair, but I think my mom been fair most of the times. And then, but I think the real imbalance comes where, see, there can be certain families who wants to invest only for the education for the boys, not for the girls. But I don't think that, at least in most part of our country, that kind of things are happening. So that's where I say that in our country, the women always, been having this proper place. But what actually stops a woman from getting into a career, I think if it is her own choice. Okay, so when I completed my advanced level examinations, if I decided to myself, okay, look here, I don't want to continue with my education or I don't want to get into a job, if I decided it for me, I think it is fair. But I believe that no one else cannot decide it for me. Be it my parents, be it my siblings, or if I have a partner, if they're deciding it for me, I think it's not fair. So if it is the decision of you, that is all okay. But I think there are certain myths in the society. A girl should not work, or once you come to the right age, you should get into this very important institution of marriage, and the women or the girls are the ones who are responsible of raising the kids, and all those kind of things are there. Yes, it is, but then again, it is, you cannot gender it. That's what I think about it. But I think when compared to certain parts of the world, we are really good, and in our societies, women are privileged, and we have a good place, and we can do whatever we want if we really have our mind and body work towards it.
So what are your thoughts about the glass ceiling? And what extent do you notice in the past years?
Well, in my context, not like I have experienced glass ceiling to a level that I need to speak about it. But overall, when we are talking about women, yes, there is this concept of glass ceiling. See, we all understand what a glass ceiling is. So it's there, up there. So when you reach up and up and up, at a point you don't see it, but you hit your head there, and then you can't go beyond that. So that is the concept of glass ceiling. So that can happen to a woman when it comes to the growth of her career. And in most of the corporate world, this happens for many reasons. One is, when a woman gets married, and then when the woman has children, sometimes there is this belief that if you even give a big responsibility to a woman, she won't be able to fulfill it, focusing mainly to it because of all these other main roles that a woman has to play. But I think over the years, women has braved this. Okay, because there are living experiences of women who've been having a wonderful family, giving the 100% to their kids and the family, but at the same time, thinking of their own career and then their professional advancement and academic qualifications, and have been going to the top, okay, reaching to the top, making a significant impact to all the people around you. So I think even this concept of glass ceiling, it's what a woman really wants. I think if you really want it, you can go get it. But yeah, there can be certain organizations who just has this feeling, okay, if you give these big responsibilities to women, it's difficult for them to do. But I mean, over the years, what I have experienced is women can be really better in multitasking the things. I think we have it in our bodies, and I think we are really good at it.
I think you are being a big example for that.
I wish.
Since you are the one who is leading the largest student population in NSBM, So I think you are a good example.
and I have good support. I have a wonderful team, and I have good guidance from the top management. I have to mention the Vice Chancellor, sir, and the top management team. I have proper guidance. I have a great team to work with. So I think for a woman to be successful, this support is also really important, and I think I'm really fortunate because I have it.
What are the best examples of positive changes in the workplace that you have noticed in the past 5 years?
So one of the things is now see, it is not a case only in Sri Lanka. Even if you look at the world, the women representation in important tasks has been not to a significant level over the years. But now if you look at the statistics in the world context and even in Sri Lanka, there is a positive trend. Say for example, earlier the number of women who will be sitting in the board of directors of corporates were really less. And the women representation in parliament, the parliament is the place where all the important decisions about the country is being taken. And if you take a country like ours, 51% of our population is women, whereas plus 49% is men. So when we have the women in the, highest population is a representation of women, and then in the parliament where the decisions and policies about the country is taken at the parliament, and the representation of women there is less than a 5%. I don't think it's fair by any chance. But now the numbers are improving. Now in almost all the parts of the country, be it urban or be it very rural, I think the parents have understood the importance of education, and especially the education for girls. And I think with all that, and there are remarkable, inspiring women figures in our societies, and then most of the girls are looking up to them, and they also want to do good for themselves. And then I think these are all positive things. And I think there are many positive trends about women in business or women in leadership when compared to 10 to 15 years back today. And what I believe is for all the girls out there who are listening to me, or for all the women out there who are listening to me, I think education is the key for your empowerment. And when you are educated, when you are qualified, you can reach to wherever you want. And with that, you need to have the determination, and then you need to have passions for your life, the things that you really want to do, and the things that you really want to achieve for yourself. And the fact that all these achievements allow you to be independent, importantly financially independent, I think that's a really good thing. I think a woman needs to be financially independent, and then it allows you, it helps you to make so many good decisions about your life.
What is your advice for the young women who are just starting their work? What would you like them to know about?
Know that what you want. Okay. Please know what's the whole purpose of your being, what you want in life, what would make you really happy about your life. So go get it. Okay. And if you really put your head to achieve whatever you want in your life, no obligation can stop you. No person can stop you. It's a matter of you are determined to achieve what you want in life, right? So I think that willpower, that determination, that awareness about yourself of what you want is very, very important. And I think that is the most important thing I have to say to all the girls out there. Know about yourself and be determined and passionate to achieve whatever you want in your life. And if you really focus and put yourself into it, and you will be able to achieve it. And by saying that, what matters most is you do things that makes you happy. So make sure that you are doing things that really makes you happy.
What is the role of a woman in leadership in the business sector?
As I begin this answering the first question of you, it doesn't matter whether you are a man or a woman. When you're in a position, especially when you're in a top management, in a leadership position, it's you know what your organization wants. You're working hard towards achieving the vision of your organization. So to achieve that, to achieve the overall objectives of the organization, it's a matter of you are giving your heart and soul, and you really love the place, and then you're trying to do something really in an honest and a genuine way. So yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're a woman or man, for that matter.
Madam, we have come to the end of this session, and what do you think about the interview series that we are doing as the BLS of this NSBM?
I am very proud of the Business Law Society. I think from the establishment of it, I think I need to remind the founder, Ms. Jani Pereira, and then the work is closely followed and monitored by Ms. Nagami and also Ms. Savitri. From the beginning, they had, established their objectives right, and from the beginning they were having very interesting programs to the Business Law Society. And I think from the very first president to the office bearer we have today, the Business Law Society genuinely wanted to do something productive and impactful. I have always supported and respected that about the Business Law Society. So I think this interview series would be some eye-openers and creating awareness of some important pointers about the society. And I know that the Business Law Society is really brave, and I'm quite sure they would be coming up with speaking about some taboo topics in future endeavors. And I think that kind of awareness and everything is very important. And because law is law is one of the most integral elements of any civilized society. It's very important the young generations get to know about it. And I am quite certain you have so many things to create awareness about the legal system and the law practices and things like that in Sri Lanka for all our undergraduates. So I'm very looking forward to all the wonderful activities that you will be doing in the future.
Actually, madam, we are really honored to do this interview series with you, madam. And let's meet on another interview with you, madam. Thank you very much for giving your time and in your busy schedule.
Thank you so much, and it's an honor. Thank you, and thank you, Samila, for being a fantastic moderator. I really appreciate your hard work behind all this stuff.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.